Hello everyone, I'm FB and I'm here to bring you a stream of the 24-hour road. This is an endurance race that will take place for 24 hours and it's hosted by the organization DDE. There are 41 teams that have registered for the event and they are made of 2 to 5 players. The rankings will be based on the numbers of checkpoints passed by the members of each team, and you can see the rankings to the left on the server. And there's also a website where you can see more detailed rankings. Let's see if this will work now. So here's the website and it's linked to in the paste bin in the topic, but I can also link to it in the chat now, so let me just do that. So that's worth keeping that site up in a tab if you want to keep track of the scores. Very useful. The players in the teams can then switch who drives whenever they want, thanks to a plugin on the server. It's kind of like a relay where the player that drives leaves the server and then the other player joins, and you can see this functions on this picture. And then there's also a plugin for us casters, which is very useful. So we can see the live rankings on the server, and we can also switch between players by just clicking once. So very useful as well. And besides me streaming this race, there's also two other streamers that are streaming in French, and one of them should go live pretty soon, so or maybe have gone live as well. So I'll link to that as well. So that's a page where you can see all the streams for this event, and definitely try to support those streams as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This will go on for 24 hours, as I said, and we will start in 2 minutes. Players have practiced the map for 30 minutes. So they are all trying to still learn the map. It's about 3 minutes long. And I guess we can just pick a player to see a bit of the track. So yeah, the race will take place for 24 hours. I will most likely not be casting for 24 hours though. That would probably destroy my voice. So, but I will try to cast as much as I can, and yeah, we'll see how long I will last, I suppose. But yeah, this track is a mixture of speed and tech, mainly, I would say. I did see some dirt now, so maybe there's also some dirt parts of the map. Yeah, it looks like there's also some dirt, so I guess it's more like a multi-map. Dirt, speed, and tech. Not sure if it's got any other styles included. And yeah, I'm trying to learn the map as well. I have not played it before. I guess I do have some time to learn it by just watching it for a couple of hours. Yeah, it seems to be a lot of dirt here as well, so that's cool. Starting in 30 seconds now. So get ready. Good luck and fun. Just write in the chat. So 41 teams will be driving, although I do see 45 here in the list, so maybe some players actually joined since yesterday, so I guess we have 45 teams then. Yeah, pretty good number, I would say. But we are going live now. 24-hour road will begin. And oh yeah, that reminds me that I need to add the timer. Do that real fast. Before the race starts, chrono up, and then we'll start it as well. There we go. So I will also have a timer for 4 hours. But yeah, the race is live now, so let's start specking some players. Here's Tala, who I'm a bit surprised that he's playing in the race. He's not been very active as of late, but maybe he's starting to get into playing the game again. Plays for Team DD. Got number 22, and we can see them here in the list. They're currently at well, they're currently at no place, I guess. You see the checkpoints to the right of the teams, and that's what the rankings are based on. And yeah, I guess those rankings aren't really getting updated right now because a lot of teams are still at 0. So I'm not sure how that works exactly. Might just be a bit buggy or laggy, perhaps, or maybe I'm misunderstanding how the ranking actually works. Not sure. Looks like Onyo is in the lead though, tries for Easy Killer. And we can see here also which other players are in Easy Killers. So it's Speed You Need, Koskos, and Acerik besides Onyo. So 2 to 5 players the teams can consist of. I'm not sure how many teams will have only 2 players. That's pretty insane, playing 12 hours each, basically. But yeah, Onyo in the lead, and Shodi is at second. Shodi, who has been pretty successful as of late. Been placing high in many tournaments, including my own race, which of course is cancelled for this weekend since I am casting this event instead. So no race today. We'll be back next week instead. The track is about 3 minutes long. Still haven't completed a lap, but pretty soon I think. And Shodi about to pass Onyo here for first. But Onyo with good speed extends his lead with quite a lot as well. So Onyo off to a good start. Then at third place we got, let's see here, Younger Hackness. Not sure who that is actually. Some players might be playing with not their real nicknames, so it makes it kind of hard for me to know who's who sometimes. You see Omnipotentala passing Hackness though. Oh, Hackness goes too wide. Flips the wall, and that is the end of the first lap. And we do see now the local record showing up. It's Onyo currently in the lead with a time of 3 minutes 11 seconds and 50 hundredths. But in the warm-up we did see times a couple of seconds faster. Of course, with the flying start, we will see some faster times eventually. Yeah, I guess we have a pretty smooth start to the race. I'm still not sure about the rankings here. You see the Young Racing with 22, but well, I'm not sure. I might be misunderstanding the ranking. It's entirely possible. Oh, that is Masa. Yeah, he's of course a fan of not using his real nickname, so doesn't surprise me one bit. Onyo keeps the lead going into lap 2. But I will not be able to keep track of the laps though. I don't think there's a lap counter. Might be some way to find out the lap, which lap the players are on, but it doesn't really matter too much. Oh, okay, now I get it. Yeah, so the number actually shows how many checkpoints the team is behind the one above. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So eventually we will see more numbers filling up here, but it's still very close, so most teams are very close to each other. Yeah, okay, so I guess there's no way to see the total rankings, like the amount of checkpoints collected, just by visiting the detailed rankings page. So I guess that's how it works. But right now it's not a problem though, because you know, whoever is in the lead is also in the lead in the total rankings. And Pot still driving for his team Yep Yep, which besides him also consists of Cookie, Bits, Ahoy, Browse, and Borblehorst. This doesn't actually show the nicknames for all the players, it only shows well, it shows the logins of the players, but that might actually fill up once the players have been on the server, so... Ooh, Scrappy with a huge mistake. Did he retire? I can't spec Scrappy anymore. There he is. Yeah, Scrappy stumbled a bit and falls down to 4th place. Tala will pass him. And we see Onyo completing another lap and 3 minutes 4 seconds. This is time. Let's see if anyone will beat it behind him. No, Shorty at second, 2 seconds behind Onyo. So Onyo off to a really good start. Seems to have figured out the track really quickly. Let's see who else we have playing here. Here's Scary driving for RK Set. And yeah, we see the logins here of his teammates. I'm not sure exactly who's who. Not too familiar of the logins of the players. Not something I usually have to look at. Omnipots will pass Scary here, still close between them. Hackness, or also known as Masa, currently at 5th place. I think Cold Junior is also playing in this team, if I'm not mistaken. Scrappy follows. Says he's at 10th place, but in the rankings it says he's at 5th place, so not sure about that. Here's Tala. Yeah, it says Tala is at 11th place. That's kind of strange. I don't think he got 10 players in front of him. Scrappy, let's see here. Masa. Wait, so we got Onyo first. Suri at 2nd, Omnipots at 4th, Gary at 3rd, even though he's behind. I guess the rankings is a bit bugged also, but oh well. Yeah, it jumps from 5th to 10th place between Masa and Scrappy. That's a bit odd, but anyways, let's just not, let's ignore that number to the right, lower right, that's not correct. See Tala with good speed here. Over the long stretch will overtake Scrappy. And that goes up to 6th place. Anyways, let's continue to go through the list now. Here is Dexter, drives for one of the THE teams. I believe there are 2 teams, no, 3 teams even, with THE players. So Dexter is in this one, and then his teammate Capador. Don't think that is, well, it could be his nickname, I guess, but it could also not be. Is at 9th place, I should say. Then we got Team Putin. Pretty political name, to say the least. Is at 10th place. Raylag drives right now. And Pond asked them for a moment there. Let's see if I can switch to Pond. Doesn't look like it. There we go. Bubble is driving for Pond right now. Here's Ecliptics for Indicate. They are 5 players. I guess preferably you do want to have 5 players in your team so that you can well, you don't have to play as much. I think that is a good thing. Here is Impact for PGG. Project German. Project. Wait a minute. I forgot their name. Project Gaming Germany, I think it is. Yeah. Let's see if we passed Capri Shows or something like that. It passes Impact for Sauterelle. Yeah, I'm butchering that name for sure. Here is Lifelux driving for Team Band. Currently at 14th place, just past PGG. We got there we go. Another Palm team, and this time it's Pabao is driving. I'm so gonna have trouble with these names. Having a close fight here with Easy Killer, one of the other Easy Killer teams. They seem to have 3 teams, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe just 2. Yeah, no, 3 teams. So Tommy is driving for Easy Killer 3. Of course, Onyo is driving for Easy Killer 1 and they are currently in the lead. Gunny drives for Focus On, currently at 18th place, just behind the rest. OZ Lifelux there with a crash. Will drop in the rankings because of that. And we also got Diablo driving for K3. Let's see here. Oh, now I get it. Yeah, that's right. It's played in time attack on the server, and that's why the positions are what they are. So they are based on your best time on the server. So yeah, the plugin works for time attack, even though the format isn't time attack really. So yeah, okay, that makes sense. So I should just ignore that number. Oh well, I can say like what position they have in the local record, of course. So Diablo got currently the 23rd best time in the local records. Hello Dark Soul and Raggle and everyone else I missed. Alright, let's continue going through the list here if I can find whoever's next. Oh, here is Capri Chose. It's probably not how you pronounce that word. It's some French word. I don't know how to pronounce them. Maybe I'll just say Capri. So Capri is at 19th place right now, just behind Pabao and Diablo, but that's a good turn in dirt from Capri and low pass. Good stuff. Costa is driving for Team Legend, currently at 20th place. Here is Easy Killer 2, represented by Kenny right now. So again, one of 3 Easy Killer teams. Here is Baus or something. Baus driving for Team I'm Horny, which is a very classy name for a team. We got Goss. Yeah, Goss, I guess I'll go with driving for Unk. Currently at 22nd place. And here we have another THE team. So I guess they have 4 teams. I could be wrong about that, but Raver is driving for this THE lineup. Here is Bobby Bolivia driving for Team Czech Republic, I guess. Currently at 25th place. We got Edster driving for Team EDRM. Likes to play of endurance races. And currently at 26th place. Happy is driving for Team RG. And if you, by the way, if you don't hear sound sometimes for the cars, I think that is a bug. If I press S, sometimes the audio comes back. Alright, moving on, we got Potsor driving for Q. And we also got 4 other teammates who will participate. We got Nact for Team OMG. Might stand for oh my god, might not, I'm not sure. Makes a mistake there, we'll lose some time. But we'll have enough speed at least to make the loop. This map does look pretty good to me. Seems pretty fun to play. First impression. We got Fool driving for Track Mafia. And yeah, the audio goes away there when I switch between the players. But not a huge deal. Louds currently driving at 31st place. Represents ESU, Esports United. We got Danuk for T1 and currently at 32nd place. Wow, that's a long name. Hesipusu Touchscreen for Team Go For It at 33rd place. I kind of wonder if I'm saying something obscene sometimes. Could be the case. Alright, who's next? We got Barry Kimi for K3. We got two K3 teams actually, one in red and one in blue. And here is Retro or Sack Retro for T2. So they also got two teams driving in the 24-hour road. Next player is, let's see here, Anriab99 for R and H at 38th place. Next is Bobby for Instinct. No, for iDream actually, not for Instinct. At 39th place. Then we got another EDRM team, and Elmo is representing them right now. Got 5 players in their team as well. 40th place. Here is Sweetie for Spam at 41st. And is that the last team? No. We see Lordy for SB passing Sweetie. And I think is that the last team? I'm not sure if this is actually a team, the 24-hour guys here, because they are of course the organizers of the event, and they are 16 checkpoints behind Spam, so I guess they are just driving with for fun, or not sure. Then we have another team also, the Jong Racing, but they are not driving right now. They are 103 checkpoints behind Corset, so I guess they will not play in the race. But yeah, that is the full list of teams currently driving. We are still only, well, we are only about 17 minutes into the race, so still a long way to go. Currently in the lead is Onyo for Easy Killer 1. There are 2 other Easy Killer teams. Easy Killer 3 is currently at 13th place, Easy Killer 2 is at 18th place. Okay, so there are 4 THE teams. And Onyo goes into another lap. He still got the local record with a time of 3 minutes 4 seconds 77 hundredths. Masa currently at 2nd, Shorty at 3rd. But yeah, the local records will definitely change, and that's kind of interesting too. That's kind of like a competition in the competition. Some players will definitely go for that local record and try to set the fastest time. I'm not sure if there are any prizes for it. This race do have a sponsor, a local PC store in France, I believe. And there are prizes of 1,000 euro, I think, but I'm not actually sure what the prizes are and for what positions, or if there's a prize for best lap. But I guess that's something I'll find out eventually. We see here also quite a lot of long stretches on the map, and that's because to give an opportunity for the players to rest a bit. Since it is such a long race, it's very important to have those stretches in the map. Something I'm starting to add myself in my weekly race, which yeah, I should have done earlier, but definitely a good idea to have those stretches. Onyo drives through the loop. He's already 2 checkpoints ahead of Shorty. That is quite a lot this early on. So Onyo is driving like a madman right now. He's on a mission. And then we got Omnipods at 3rd. He is just behind Shorty, I think. Yeah, you can see Shorty there. So they are very close to each other. And Scary, also pretty close. Oh, makes a mistake. Masa will pass him. And go up to 5th place. Scary drops down to 6th. Then we got Tala at 7th place now. And okay, so this is the team where Carl Jr. is driving. You see here Tala it's Tala beat Carl Jr. and Wally, and that is a pretty dang strong team on paper, I must say. Definitely could be the team that wins, but you know, a lot can happen in 24 hours, so it's hard to say. And you know, with this relay system where the teams can basically switch players whenever they want, it's very important that you have a good system for that switch as well, because you know, you can lose quite a lot of checkpoints if you don't have that switch down. So that's definitely something that can also play a factor if a team, for example, forgets, or a player in a team forgets when they are supposed to play, and maybe joins the server too late or something like that. That could have a big impact on the result as well. I'm not sure, Blue. I might have someone else, but I haven't really planned anything. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see, I guess, if I feel like it. But starting off the cast just alone, so we'll see. Tala goes into the next lap, still at 7th place, but not far behind the rest of the players, which are all in a group in front of him. Looks like. No, wait, Lordy is not. Well, he's 1 lap behind, most likely. But we see there's Scary, Massa, and Scrappy. Scrappy is just in front of Tala, so a very close group of players. Tala trying to catch up. Then we do have a gap of 2 checkpoints down to Bubble, or Pond, or Owned, I maybe should say. Currently at 8th place. Well, basically it's like a relay system where one player leaves the server and then another joins it and just continues playing. So it's very smooth. You don't have to, you know, stop the race and like wait for the players to join the server like it was in other 24-hour races in the past. This is much more smoother and yeah, without any breaks. And also, the player who's in spec and is about to play can just kick the player who's driving, and that's pretty good as well. So that player can have, you know, control of the player and just kick that player. And that could be good if one of the players maybe have a disconnect or he's just stops driving for whatever reason, and then just a teammate can kick that player and then just join the server and start gathering those checkpoints. I will stream the full 24 hours, but I will not cast for 24 hours because that is just completely insane. I did once cast a 12-hour race, the RPG, the Zero RPG race, and that was pretty tough already. It was 12 hours, and I did take 2 breaks with that one, so yeah, I will take some breaks, maybe also sleep a little. Also is I also have a IML Cup match on Sunday at 8:30 p.m. So yeah, and I gotta play in that one most likely because we are playing against Fuhrer, so it's kind of an important match. So yeah, we'll have to get some sleep for that match, I guess. Oh, nice time there from Omnipots. 2nd local record. Still behind Onyo though, but only 1 second now. Or less than 1 second even. Alright, let's follow someone else. Got Impact at 10th place, just behind the Capador, going into the next lap. Also having a close fight. I should just like try to spec a player through one lap and just try to like see the map fully and like try to learn it a bit myself. Here's the first dirt part of the map. Yeah, I just said how it worked, but I guess I can say it again. I mean, I do have the time. So yeah, it's like a relay system. The race will not stop at any moment. It will always go on, and whenever someone else will drive for the team, that player will just join the server and kick the other player, most likely. Though the player that's driving can also leave the server, and then the other player can just join. So it will never end and never like stop or anything like that. It will always keep going, I think, unless it will restart for the different moves. I think that might be the only time the map will actually restart. But yeah, that's basically how it works, like a relay system. There's no pit stops now. No pit stops. The players will drive non-stop. Looks like Impact is going to pass Capador here. Good speed through these tech turns, and yes, we'll pass. With that goes up to 9th place, but still very close, and we see Capador passing Impact again just before this small drop down to the dirt. These two players continue to have a close battle for 9th place, and then Tommy just one turn behind, as you can see here. Very close. Then we do have a bit of a bigger gap down to Gunny at 12th. And we see players setting some new times. Scrappy with a 5th local record, and then Massa with a 2nd local record. I am curious who is actually driving in Massa's team besides himself. Okay, it's Marv B, then YNNEK, and then Fake T. Not sure who those last two players are, but Marv B I do know. So yeah, this is also a pretty strong team. Could definitely be a contender for the podium. Still, of course, very early on, so a lot can still happen. Here's Dexter for one of the DHE teams, the 3rd best right now. Shorty doing the best for DHE DB, I guess it's called. Then we got Pokemon at 9th place. And then this team currently at 18th place. And then the last team at 20th place. So all 4 of those teams. Will there be a VOD? Yes, of course. Might have to cut it a bit though. At least for YouTube. For Twitch, I can just make it 24 hours, I guess. But yeah, definitely will, of course, save the VOD. It's funny how that time by Onyo in like lap 2 is still the first time. No one has still beaten it. That's quite interesting. Eventually someone will definitely beat it, but just shows how quickly Onyo mastered this map. It's pretty impressive, and it seems like it's now 3 checkpoints ahead of Shorty, so good stuff by Onyo. Pulling ahead, putting his team in the lead. Looks like the 2 THE teams are close to each other now. Casa and Phantom, I guess. We also see Gus for Unk showing up. Still, oh, big mistake there from Raver. Hits the wall and so many players will pass him. Wow. Looks like Diablo passed him, and then also who's that other player? Costa, I believe, or Legend. Yes. So one mistake made Raver lose 2 positions. About to overlap Sweetie, who's at 41st place right now, in the bottom of the pack. Yeah, we still have that De Jong Racing team in the back of the list, 214 checkpoints behind. I mean, I guess they might still drive in the race if someone shows up, but not the best start, to say the least. Will be hard to come back from that. Let's see here, Bubble and Gunny improves their times, both in top 10. I guess if I click on this, I can see all the times here. Yes, so that's very useful as well. So yeah, Onyo is currently at first, then Masa at second, Omnipods at third, Tala at fourth, Scrappy at fifth, Jody at sixth, Carcette at 7th, Scary at 8th, Bubble at 9th, Gunny at 10th, and that is the top 10. 43 players have been playing so far. That will increase. The teams will also have like different systems of how many hours they will play. Like some teams might just play, you know, 1 hour each, like switch every hour or something like that, and then other teams might, you know, one player might play like 5 hours straight, and then the other player will play 5 hours, and like yeah, there can be many different ways of how you divide it up, divide the hours up. Of course, some teams also only got 2 players. I'm not sure if I can find if any team got 2 players. I'm gonna see here. Let's see here. The first team, Easy Killer, got 5 players. DHE DB got 4 players. Yep got 5 players as well. 4, 5, 4, 5. Seems like most teams got 4 or 5 players. 5 players, 4 players, 5 players, 5 players, 5 players, 5 players. Team Putin as well with 5 players. Band with 5 players. Casa with 5 players. Easy Killer 2 with 5 players. Yeah, most teams here with 5 players. Indicate 3 players only for Ankh, so that is the least amount so far. Let's see if anyone actually got only 2 players. Also Legend only with 3 players. K3 with 4. Phantom with 4. Owned with 5. Czech Republic with 5. EDRM with 5. OMG with 3. So another team with only 3 players. I'm Horny with 4 players. Q with 5. RG with 5. Track Mafia with 5. ESU with 5. K3 with 5. Team Go For It with only 2 players. So here we have one team with only 2 players. So we got Hesipusu Touchscreen and then Jape1G. Not sure who that is. So only 2 players. This means that these players need to play 12 hours each, I believe. I'm not sure actually if one player can play more than the other. If there's some rule for that, and there might be some rule for that you have to play a certain amount of hours. But yeah, here we have Team Go For It with only 2 players. Let's see if anyone else got 2 players. T1 with 5. Idrin with 4. AVS also with 2 players only. So Elfoon and then Sarbus. 2 teams with only 2 players. RNH with 5. T2 with 5. Furious with 5. ADRM with 5. Spam with 5. SB with 5. 24 Hour with 4, but again I'm not sure if this is actually a real team or if they're just driving for fun. And then De Jong Racing with 2 players, but they are not driving. That should be it. And we only got the streamers left. 5 streamers right now. So yeah, 2 teams with only 2 players. We'll see if they will last. Yes, the rankings are based on how many checkpoints you will gather. Alright, you will be disqualified if one player has more than 90% of the checkpoints for the team. Yeah, that rings a bell. I think I read something about that. Oh, looks like Tala has set a new best local record with a time of 3 minutes 4 seconds 67 hundredths, 10 hundredths ahead of Onyo's time. So finally someone beat Onyo's time, which is set in the 2nd lap, I think. Not sure how many laps we've been playing now, but I'm guessing it's like over 10 at least. I don't think it's money, probably hardware and stuff, but I'm not sure. Yeah, the prices are worth 1,000 euro. That's the only thing I know. Yeah, playing 90% if you're on the 2 players, that's pretty sick. Like that I would not recommend playing that much. Definitely not good for your hands, wrists. Alright, so Onyo's still in the lead. We have played now for 37 minutes out of 24 hours. Still a very long way to go. Yeah, Onyo keeps that 3 checkpoint lead over Shorty. Sometimes it goes down to 2, depending on where they are on the track, I suppose. Of course, that stuff can also play a factor, like... Well, no, not really though, I guess, since the map does not restart. Well, it does do that a couple of times, so. But yeah, like depending on where you are on the track, when the map gets restarted, you can get like a couple of more checkpoints if they are close to each other. But shouldn't play a big role, I think. There is a detailed rankings page. I'll link it. Yeah, there it is. I can also just show it in OBS. Gets updated. So we see here Onyo's team in the lead. Has played for 39 minutes. Average time 3 minutes 5 seconds 90 hundredths. So he keeps a very good pace, as you can see. He's much faster than Shorty and Omnipods in average rounds. And then we see also the player's best time. So this is very useful actually. We also see the last lap of the player. So Onyo's last lap was not very good, while Shorty and Omnipods had a bit faster time, so they caught up to him a bit. I'm gonna check the other pages here and see if what they say. I haven't looked at them. If there's some more information. Detailed rankings. See if this updates. I might have to go like. No, it doesn't update. Ah, well, whatever. There's other pages as well, as you can see on the left, like detailed ranking, ranking record, ranking average. So I guess it's just. Yeah, okay. So detailed ranking, you see those stats for all the players in each team. So that's also very useful. So yeah, definitely worth having this page up if you want to keep track of the scores and everything. So it's worth having in mind. Alright, looks like Onyo improved his local record again. 3 minutes 4 seconds 39 hundredths. So we'll take over first place again in the local record. There's Tala at 4th place for his team, DD. Looks like a very good team on paper with Carl Jr., Wally and Beat. So they could be definitely a contender for podium. And we see Beat joining the server, so perhaps Beat will soon take over for Tala. Pretty early on though, only 40 minutes in. Maybe they will switch like 1 hour in, or we'll see. Oh yeah, also I should mention that unfortunately there is a bug with the game where whenever this switch happens, the player who joins the server will not be visible on the server unless I leave the server and then join it again. So unfortunately there's that kind of bug, and I will have to leave the server sometimes and go back on it to make those players show up. So that's a bit unfortunate, but nothing the organizers can do about it because it's a bug. Let's see here, we do see Hesipusu touchscreen leaving the server, and no one is driving now for Team Go For It because there are only 2 players. I can't switch to that team unless I have to. Well, actually, let's just test that now. That might be the case. So let me just go back here real fast. So yeah, this is a bit unfortunate that it is like this, but if they join as spec, okay, so otherwise not. But yeah, I guess they will usually join as spec. But yeah, let's see here now. Team Go For It. No one is driving for Team Go For It, I guess, at the moment. So they will drop in position because of that. In the top, it looks like no one has switched yet. I don't think anyone will switch this early though. Probably the first players will switch like 1 hour in, maybe. So all of these are still driving. Scrappy for Penta at 5th. Just ahead of Masa. Perhaps into the next lap. And sets a new 4th local record, 3 minutes 5 seconds 11 hundredths. It's getting tighter. Local record rankings. Oh, big mistake there from Masa though. Hits the wall. And we'll lose a lot of speed here. So will not be a very fast time this lap. So Owned getting a bit closer, and Scary as well. Oh wait, no. Wait a minute. Where is Scary? I guess he's on another lap. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think so. Yes, so Scary here is at 19th place for RK set. 1 lap behind, I think. Oh, I see. So Hesipusu had his touchscreen bugged out, and his friend is working right now, so yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. Could still continue racing, I guess. But yeah, can also understand if you wanna give up the race. So currently following Bubble here for Team Owned. They are at 7th place, and then Bubble in mistake as well. Will someone pass him? Impact still a couple of turns behind, so Owned will keep their 7th place. Here's Capador, 9th place for THE Pokemon. Then we got Capri at 10th. Just behind Gurney now. Let's follow Capri for a while. Let's see if he can maybe overtake Gurney. Oh, nice time there from Scrappy. 3 minutes 4 seconds, 5900s. That is 2nd in the local record. And you're still at 1st. I could also, I guess, mix it up and maybe use some other cameras. Camera 3, sometimes fun to use. So we see how close the players are to the walls. Oh, that was close. Capri almost hit the wall, but goes into the next lap and still behind Gurney. About the same distance. Yeah, keep the chat in English so everyone understands each other. No problem. No problem. It looks like Gurney did make a mistake here. Yes, so Capri did pass him. See if Raylag can also maybe pass Gurney. For Team Putin. Can't help but thinking this is an ironic name since Raylag is from Ukraine, but, well, who am I to say? Nox is trial for us, not full member. So now Raylag also about to overlap Sweetie for Spam, which I guess is the team that's currently at last place now if you don't count Team Go For It. And also not counting the 24-hour team. And also not the Jong Racing team. It looks like Omnipods has fallen down to 5th place. He was at 3rd. Now we're only at 5th place, so that's interesting. Omnipods with a mistake. That means that Tala and Scrappy have passed him for their teams. Oh, and Tala goes up to 2nd place as well. Shorty also with some kind of mistake somewhere on the map. And Tala up to 2nd place now. Still behind Onyo though, who continues to keep that really good pace. Onyo still got by far the best average, still under 3 minutes 6 seconds. for Onyo in average rounds, so that's very, very good. Yeah, he's a movie maker, that's correct. And yes, we did add Remix to the lineup. Again, he used to be in the team before. That is the Acer update. So yeah, Tala goes up to second. See if he can catch up to Onyo as well. There's Onyo still in the lead quite a bit. Scrappy now at 4th place, and then Omnipod drops down to 5th, just behind Scrappy. Then we have Massa still driving at 6th place, not too far behind the top. Actually, he's 2 checkpoints behind Omnipods, so. And then he's by himself 2 checkpoints ahead of Bubble here at 7th place. Playing with a touchscreen sounds pretty interesting. Alright, Omnipods seems to be back on track. So that's a 4th local record now. 3 minutes 4 seconds 79 hundredths. And also Massa improved his time. 3 minutes 4 seconds 55 hundredths. And that got 2nd fastest time right now. Capri still ahead of Gurney. Ooh, Raylag very close to also passing Gurney, so let's follow this fight for a while. Gurney versus Raylag. Good exit there from Gurney. It's the apex. Good way. And stays in front of Raylag. Ooh. Very close to the wall was Gurney, but pays off. A lot of speed, and small mistake there from Raylag. So going into the next lap, keeps his position, which is 11th place. Oh, what happened? Gurney with a massive mistake. I think he hit this part of the road here to the right at the transition and had to respawn even. Huge mistake there from Gurney. And with that, Team Putin will pass. And also Easy Killer 3, represented by Tommy. Massive crash there from Gurney. So it falls down to 13th place with that. So let's see here if Casa, or Dexter, I mean, or Casa, can also pass. No, he's still behind with 1 checkpoint. Alright, we see here in the chat that Crucial wrote to Gurney that at 4 PM he will take Gurney's place. So I guess that's how they will do it. So we'll see a team switch or player switch pretty soon. In just a few minutes.